to advise everyone that this year is an exciting year for us because it's our Golden Jubilee celebration, 50th anniversary of Jubilee. So maybe we can cover it all together in one setting. That's why it's a fellowship thing. So we also invited our managing director, Simon, to give just a short message to everyone. So, Simon.
So I think Mel said everything already. Thank you. We're blessed to live in the environment that we live in, to be able to work and live here in this community in Polomlock, where the weather is so nice, the temperature's so comfortable. It's nice to share it with friends, and I'm very pleased that you could take the time and come and enjoy, and I hope you have a nice evening. We are celebrating 50 years of DoleFil. That means back in 1963 they planted the first pineapples. They came over on a boat, the seedlings came over on a boat and they planted them, and it was a success. I mean, it could have failed, it could have very easily failed. We've tried planting things like strawberries and they were a hopeless failure, completely useless, right? So, which crop works in which environment there is an element of luck in that, and we're just very lucky that pineapples worked very successfully. Of course, it was to Hawaii's disadvantage because our plantations in Hawaii have run down to a very small. We do still have a plantation there for fresh fruit, but it's very, very small. It's not really it's more of a showcase rather than a real commercial business. But we also have a very big plantation here. We're about the same size as Del Monte. They're on the north of Mindanao, we're on the south of Mindanao. We think the south is better than the north, but we would say. Why it's good for pineapples is because it's at the right altitude. Actually, pineapples need to grow at altitude. They don't grow very well at sea level. They need a warm tropical climate, but not too hot, not too cold. And we have a nice, very steady. We never go below 20 degrees, never go above 30 degrees. Very stable temperature pattern here. And they need good draining soils. And because of the volcanic ash, the volcanic activity, we have a sandy loam soil, which drains very well, so it's perfect. And we have a climate that gives us some rain every day, nearly every day, so in the afternoon. So we have the perfect set of conditions for pineapples to grow. We're lucky to take advantage of that. And we look after the environment, we look after the gullies. We have these gullies, which are the pathways, the biological corridors from the sea to the mountain. And that's where there's a lot of biodiversity, and we do a lot of work to protect those, planting trees in them and looking after them, generally speaking. Trying to stop the illegal loggers from taking the trees that we've planted, which is an unfortunate side effect, but something we try to deal with as well as we can. But we do a lot of good things, and I'm really happy to share it with you, and I think it's a lot of interesting things to blog about. I hope you find it interesting. I know you've done this kind of thing before. We're always open to suggestions as well. If there's projects or things you think we should do, I think we have a huge program of extracurricular, projects that are outside the business of growing pineapples itself, whether it's medical or whether it's environment or whether it's alternative livelihood for neighbours or whether it's for schools. We have a lot of projects for schools. We have our own school, we have our own hospital, but we support other schools and other hospitals as well with a lot of things. So it's a rich picture of lots of activities and lots of things. In fact, next week we're having a medical mission when about 16 surgeons are coming over from Florida. Many of them are actually ethnically Filipino, but they live and work in Florida now. And they're coming over to do a medical mission where they do all the surgeries. They do all the surgeries such as the cleft lip and the palate and the goiters, those things which are tough for people to live with, and it changes their lives when those surgeries are done. And they offer their time, they fly out. I don't think we even pay their flights. We give them accommodation, transport and stuff when they're here, feed them and so on. They stay here at the clubhouse. But they do a great job, and they transform the lives of 100 to 200 people every time they come. They come once every 2 years. So that's just an example of something that's happening next week. That would make a really nice blog story, for instance. So that's all I was going to say. I'll ask if there's any questions, but my message is welcome to DoleFil, welcome to Kalsangi, and please enjoy.
Thank you.
Thanks. Okay, any questions?